I have returned. And I see that no one is dead. Huzzah! Also, thank you very much, Radioactive Transfem, for the suggestion on taking out boomalopes from our animal butchering list. Very, very good suggestion, considering our ideology venerates boomalopes, and they would be super sad if we ate one. Even though, personally, I think that's the best way of honoring a thing. What better way to say you were great than I am willing to put you inside my body? Oh, did I do it with the boom rats, not boomalopes? Oh, no. We don't venerate boom rats. I changed that. If you were here right at the beginning and missed the change, that was one of the changes that I allowed myself. Poison BL. So we're just not doing phrasing anymore? You can do phrasing, Poison BL. It's not my place to do phrasing when I was the one that set it up, you know? If boomalopes decide to raid us, we leave. We just bounce. It's like, yep, nope, not fighting. Oh, well, you only butcher things that are dead. The booming happens when they die, not just when the body gets cut up. That is not how boomalopes work. Right, we're going to need power all the way up here. Probably going to need it on this side as well. And with that, we pop in a steel door right about here. And we get a new room that we now need to add to the home zone. Right, how are we doing for food? Not doing great. We could definitely do with a bit more. Marriage is on! Boomyu and Wildborn told Wildborn that he wants to spend his life with her. Wildborn agreed, and the two are now engaged. At some point in the coming days or quadrums, they will have their marriage ceremony and invite all of the colonists. Consider placing the marriage spot if you would like to control where they get married. I would like to control that as it happens, and it's going to be in here. Shut up, okay? It's the best that we can do. Now, how many more have we got? We got plenty. But we probably want to bounce relatively soon. Do I want to get a little bit more meat before we move on? Maybe the next spot, I will land next to a nice area to grow some veggies. Might be worth it. Okay. Now. I would like a light. Maybe one at either end of the room. And B, I would like very much to move this in here, along with the seat. There we go. There we are. Now, in terms of things that we can make here, the breach axe is what we've got at the moment. Combined blade and tool head attached to a sturdy haft. While slightly less effective than other weapons against human enemies, it excels at tearing down walls. Yeah, we don't want that. For our meleeer, we want something a little bit more human-centric. So it's either an axe or a gladius. An advanced form of one of mankind's oldest weapons, the war axe is a short blade attached to a haft. The simple ancient design concentrates cutting power generated from strong overhead swings. 6.71 on that versus the gladius 7.52. But there's something undeniably cool about an axe. Also, we can go with a mace, which is 7.02. You know what? Let's go for a mace, as it'll offer us the more of an opportunity to take prisoners. Right, the other thing we're going to want to do is production and electric tailoring bench. We need to make some clothes. Right, with that done, what are we going to put on this side? Oh, cargo parts. Let's have a look. Plasteel. Thank you very much, Randy. So, we've got this there. Do we want to put something similar on this side? And if so, what? Simple question there. I could have the kitchen on this side, or I could have more sleeping space. Or better organized sleeping space. Bedroom for the couple. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, we are going to need a private bedroom for them. Oh, that's a very good point. But we are also definitely going to want a kitchen. I'm probably going to want to add on more thrusters, if I'm honest. For the time being, I could add in a section here and a section here that would afford me the opportunity to add in an extra thruster as well. I don't know what I'd put on this side, though. Other than perhaps an extra prisoner room. How much space is left? We've got another 67 and 75 tiles left, so it's not too terribly bad. It's not too terribly bad. It's 142. So we've got a decent chunk of space. Med bay next to the prisoner room isn't a terrible idea, actually. How do you get more quests? From what I can tell, that's very much a quest thing. The other thing is I could push this out a little bit. Because this feels kind of cramped to me. Let's go ahead and mine that. Delete these so I can scooch things around a little bit. Yeah, I'm thinking of maybe putting the kitchen next to the freezer, yeah. So I could always move this down there and have a entry point in. Have a little kitchen section here and an extra thruster on the far side of it. That's not a bad idea. Certainty's going down. Very nice, very nice. As for Boom, you're incapable of violence, so there's no point in me trying to make you a weapon. It's fine. Dude, your stream schedule is basically my sleep schedule. I'm sorry, mate. Welcome on in, though. How you doing, Citria? Right, we've got our weapon. Wherever it may be. Where do they cart it off to? I actually don't see it. There. Good. All right. I would like you to go and equip the good steel mace, please and thanks. And the breach axe can be deposited. I could have a little hospital over here, though. That isn't a terrible idea. And I could have a thruster kind of just snugly located somewhere around here. Maybe even there. While the rest of this is flooring. One bed, 2 bed, thruster there, vitals monitor. That would work. A little door there. Vent there. And then, you know, I'm going to put that there. Even though I don't strictly need to. Just because I like the idea of it. And that would be the entry point on that side. We're going quite round it. Gradually, this is going to fill out into just a Borg sphere. Is Boomy a good doctor? No. But they're not terrible. A bounty for Karlov. Divine Divas, Lucas Blackjack Wakefield of Concord of Verm has sent us a message. A fugitive named Karlov escaped from his custody and used a transport pod to flee to an abandoned orbital platform. Karlov was in custody for the destruction of an orbital trade vessel. That's awful. Having heard rumors of your grav ship, the Divine Divas asked you to travel to the abandoned platform and kill Karlov. If you do so, Blackjack will reward you with a GravTech device. A Pilot Super Persona Core. A low-grade sub-persona specialized in gravship flight. It reduces the chance of an accident when flying a gravship, though it can't fully account for human error. Where? Where is it? Where would it be? I mean, I'd like to accept it. I'm going to accept it, but where do I need to go? Right there. That is so far away. Okay, hang on. So that's us. Okay, it's down here. So to get to that, I would need to move... Right, okay, so I'd have to abandon this quest to get down there. How long do I have to do it? 46 days. You know what? Okay, I'll take it back. That's fine. We can make that happen. Or we can certainly try. I'm down for trying. With anti-grav tech and shields, a sphere is a great ship design. Maximum volume with a minimum surface. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right. I'm okay with this. Let's make it happen then. I would like to build a new small thruster right about here. Don't worry, the radiation from the thruster is good. It helps heal. Okay? We would never do anything that would endanger our patients. This is for them that we're doing this. Oh, it's taken a while to build it, though. Please don't fail. That would suck. We have named yeah, we have named it. Good. We're getting okay. We're starting to get up there in terms of the size that we can manage right now. Royal Tribute Collector. No. Denied. Right, I also want a door. Then I want some beds. And a light. That will be our hospital room. I need to add all of this into my home zone. I also want that to be... Okay, that's fine. Remove this roof. That roof can be there. Roofs all across there. Want a nice kind of... let's switch to dark light for the hospital. I know when I was in hospital, I appreciated the lights were dim. They were a very clean, kind of blue, cold light, rather than warm light. Mind you, the corridors were frankly fluorescently bright, so... You know, the swings and roundabouts, I suppose. Right, we don't need that running constantly. Right, this is going to be a hospital. And this is now still a barracks. What do I need to do to make it a hospital? Oh, well. It's not the nicest room because people don't like apparently seeing a thruster in front of them. I don't know why. It seems quite arbitrary if you ask me. But... Well, I guess the other thing I could do is I could move the thruster down a lot more. Just have a little door behind it so you can access the thruster, but... no, that's technically not a tile. The curves are purely visual. Purely visual. Right, well, given that, can we build something similar out on this side? If we can, then that's great. Thruster would be there, though, which is less great. So if I want to make this symmetrical, then I would need that there and the thruster to be brought down. Which is a bit less awesome, but I think we can make it work. Would we like to go and have a chit-chat? Probably would. Eat, go chat. Hello. I don't think our people would be happy if I sold someone. We are, after all, guilty enough. We don't need to add selling people on the slave market to the list of things we're guilty for. Quest failed. Yeah, we weren't going to save you. Sorry, but you were never on the list of to be saved. And I can put a door there just to allow me access to the thruster from the inside should I need to repair it. And that room should be a little bit nicer as a consequence. Right. Okay, if we're doing the same thing over on this far side, then their thruster here, that's got to be a passageway and a door, which means I'm probably going to move all of this up by one tile. And that, oh. Damn, okay, never mind. I can't build that there then. I guess we wait. We'll just be a very lopsided ship. Don't worry. I'm sure our pilots know what they're doing and they can manage this. We've got amazing pilots. They're the best. But to expand that side out would be something along those lines. Right, as for what we're currently wearing, let's have a look at our tattered apparel. Whom has got tattered apparel? What is it that's tattered? Your duster. Fair enough. Let's make a bill. to make the basics. I want pants. Do until you have 1 spare pants. Don't count tainted, don't count equipped. Has to be above 60% of any quality, I don't care. Actually, no, I'm going to pull that up to normal to legendary. None of those are allowed. That's all fine. Don't make it out of people if you can avoid it. Or out of anything that's undiscovered until I discover it. There we go. That'll do. Now, copy that. I would like to make a button-down shirt. Ah. Okay, I can't just paste. That kind of sucks. I do really like that ability from one of the mods that I often play with. There we go. The ability to copy over any of the relevant fields, even if the job is different. And then dusters, I guess. 1. There we go. Oh, straight away. Fair enough, Boom You. I'm all aboard on that one. Right, trade caravan is heading out. We are going to move shortly. As this quest... 15 days left on this one. I think we're going to just land on that tile. Either that or we're going to land right next to it and then send out a caravan. But I kind of feel like just landing the ship next to it is the way we're going to do it. We're going to go all in. If we fail, we lose the ship and we lose the game. This will be us getting used to the way things go. Did I not deselect human leather? Oh, I didn't in all of these ones. That's quite right. Thank you. Also didn't deselect the mysterious ones either. All right. We've also got to do that strange signal quest at some point. I have no idea what that's going to end up being. Other than funny. And as for power, that's already running up there. Nice. Hypothermia? Is it really not that warm? Oh god, it really isn't. Noted. I was expecting those things to be heating everything up, but apparently no. Pop a heater there. I have another heater over here, I guess. We'll just tuck it in the corner there. I'm going to add in a vent here. Yeah, I was really expecting that to be warming the area much better. My bad. Let's get some heaters up and running. 20 degrees is more than enough. We don't need more than that. It's fine. There we go. That's a bit better. Mind you, this one's going to be struggling a bit. Oh, actually, yeah, we're almost out of food. Ah, damn it. I took my eye off the prize for a second. Right, where's the muffalo herds? Megasloth might not be a bad one, but it's really the muffler hurt I want. However... yeah, I think we go for the Megasloth in a moment. Once Azure Storm wakes up, we go and deal with that. Come on, Azure Storm. There we go. Right. You three. Let's go, go, go. Right, first and foremost, nail it with this and then open fire. You need to hang tight. Go here. Draw back. I'll hit it again with another burden. How badly hurt is it? Dead in 11 hours. Another whale. Keep moving back. As long as I keep using burden like this, we should be okay. Taking a bit of a risk, though. Keep moving back. It is badly wounded at this point. I don't think it has long. There we go. Right, want to hunt it. Free to go. Finish it off, please. Right, that's some good eating there. Also some good fur. We've got another one over there as well that we can go and deal with. The ash wasps. Okay, how many of you are there? Any others? Another impid. You've got a smoke launcher and you've got EMP grenades. Neither of which are really that worrisome for me. Surprisingly. Alright, I'll just cook more meals then for now. Don't get yourself trapped. We're going to want a door right about there. I want a vent right about here. For whatever we put in here. Or I just tear that down and I have more sleeping space. That's always an option as well. What's the temperature in here now? Yeah, so it's a little bit chilly in some places. But I haven't got the second heater up yet, so... They're making their assault. Do we leave now? So much steel here, but honestly... well, I need this finished, actually, so, yeah. Let them get a little bit closer. Right. Let's get you together. Drafted. Let's get out here. One has been left far behind, which is great. Don't really want to play around with this, so... And again, now move, because they're about to vomit fire at you. Yeah, ideally move aside in lots of different directions. Make it harder for them to select one person. Okay, you need to move. Oh, very well done. Okay, never mind. That was actually fantastic. That is all now allowed. We're going to need another grave. In fact, we're probably going to need two. Okay. Move up. About there. Start firing. Across here. Start firing. Ouch. You hurt? Are they firing smoke leaf at you? No. Surely that's not what just happened. And in fact, you have just been smoking some smoke leaf previously. Are you a Neanderthal impid? No, you're just a Neanderthal. A Neanderthal with a smoke That is so weird. On so many levels. Okay, I guess. Got Wake up there. Thought you were some sort of hybrid Neanderthal for a second. Right, go about your business. Grab all the things. That was not bad. If it was a smoke leaf smoke grenade, that would be awesome. It would kind of be awesome, I'm not going to lie. Right, it's going to get very cold because of that. Maybe I should tell you to make some parkas if I can. No human leather and no weird undiscovered leathers. Megasloth parkas would be amazing. People are in especially low spirits, and they're going to remain in low spirits until we've sorted out those walls. Thank you. Let's get these done as well. Oh, excellent. Automatically burying them. That is actually perfect. Royal Ascent. We're not going to be taking that route. It's not our goal. But yeah, I kind of messed this up by having you do that first. Could you focus on this one more than anything? Okay, there we go. Now the place will warm up a bit. Ideally. We will see. Still not sure what we're going to place in this room, but honestly, I could move the table in there quite easily. Or I could even remove this wall and just have, again, just have the beds lined up in here. That isn't a terrible idea. Problem is you're the person who would make people feel better about stuff. Your recreation staff, that's the main problem you've got. It's kind of is surprising me, honestly. I guess there's always something for you to do, so that kind of makes sense. You've been very busy for a very long time. Maybe put a little bit of recreation down there as well then. Actually, we'll just put a little bit. I've got a recreation on the ship, but it's just a wooden chest table, really. It's just that they've had a lot of stuff to do. That's the main reason why that's been a bit rough for them. They've had a lot of things to do for a long time. There is almost always something for Wildborn to work on. Ah, Wildborn, why? You were just about to build the thing that would help. Oh, that sucks. Because now we're stuck here until Wildborn snaps out of it. Is anyone else doing wardening? No. Oh, now we need to make sure that someone else is. Oh, well. It's just going to be a case of waiting now then. Hopefully Wildborn snaps out of it quickly. They sad because you wanted them to fix their own problem? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we could just build a wall across here, have this be the barracks, beds over there, tables somewhere around here, maybe even just 2 tables. Then this could become a kitchen, and this expanded out to include a larger freezer. We're gonna need to go and take on more animals. Let's grab you. Grab a cougar. Do I feel up to that? Yeah, well, I mean, we've easily got the means to win that fight. It's just... okay. You went berserk. It would have been great to have our melee fighter here. Because the alternative is to shoot them. Can you melee attack them? There we go. Capture them, please. Then repair this. You cannot. Yeah, this is the other reason, is they were the primary constructor, so anything that needed to be made needed them to do it. After that, gonna need you to ideally heal them up, but I'm not gonna put pressure on you to do it. Someone else has got it. Good. There we go. No longer sad wanderer. Phew. Have you been? Yeah, you have been. Okay, good. Do I want to take your gear off you? No. No, I don't. I want you to keep that for now. One of my consistent issues in Rimworld, probably one of the things that I struggle with the most, is getting hyper-focused on the little things when I should be moving on to other stuff. And I feel that that's where we're at right now. And because I'm hyper-focusing, like, every little problem that crops up stops me from moving forward, which is an issue. Ooh, what's tattered there? Cloth dust there, okay. Hopefully you get that sorted. We'll make some more. Oh. Convince to change the ID religion. Fantastic. Okay, now you can be recruited. Hooray. So I'll work on you now. There we are. Another heater. Perfect. Okay. Now, with all of that done, I would love it if you would just go and chill out for a bit. Mind you, you've got catharsis right now, so you probably don't need to. We could go and take on this mega sloth. Perhaps. Also, there's a bunch of deer right now on the map. Or elk, rather. Go and kill the elk. Please. We need the food. By the time you've done that, we'll be done with the materials over here. Oh, I imagine you could easily put a kill box on a ship, frankly. Actually, I wonder where I could... Is there anywhere on the ship I could place this? Technically, yes. The trick shot will be to throw it over people's sleeping heads without smacking them. Uh-oh. Again? Right arm this time. Well, understandable. Hopefully someone will take care of that. No, don't go to bed. I need you to treat them. There we go. Right. We will shortly be able to make a move. I want some more food before we do, but that being said, how close are we to that? 12 days. Yeah, we've got time. I know I'm putting it off, but we do have time. Thrusters, then up. Come out by another one. Up. And then finally out there. Can't place anything behind there, but that's okay. I can at least get most of this work done. I just need to put a final tile and a roof there. In fact, I could get rid of that entirely and just have a little curve there still. And it would almost look like I intended it. That's good enough for me. Am I winning? Do you ever win Rimworld? Is that ever a thing that happens? Oh, I really don't like it when you botch construction on something this precious. Now that we've got our constructors back, how about you don't do that anymore? That feels very responsible. Let's have a look at your needs. You're okay. Chemical starvation is kind of a kicking you, but hopefully that'll pass. Have we not got a single kill yet? My lord. Particularly rough. We do, however, have plenty of chem fuel, so that's not a big concern. Manhunter pack. Of what? Manhunting crows. How many manhunting crows? 15 manhunt. No, I've seen the birds. I know how this ends. I don't want that. No. Also, I need to sneeze. Okay. So, the second everyone wakes up, we're leaving. You are now locked in here. And in here you will stay. It's a shame because I kind of wanted to fix that before we leave because we might lose the grav light panel, but it is what it is. Alright, time for us to move. Launch. You're not participating. Are you going to be left behind? I mean, it'd be funny if that is the case. Launch. Right, we can now land basically on top of this place. We can land here, which it has 300 chem fuel there to get there. Oh, it's because we've got an extra thruster now. This has ruins, decreased animal life, and foggy. Animals are less abundant here than normal. That's not great. The remains of an ancient settlement. These ruins may contain a wide variety of possible threats. Ah, okay. Can I land there? No, it's just one tile too far. Oh, that does suck. But we're heading off. Let's go. Goodbye, evil crows. Goodbye, grav plate. Oh, does it always look like that? Oh, yeah. No, the site is just messed up. Okay. Ooh. Ancient mega cannon. Ancient ruined tanks. Now, what would be the real find is if one of them wasn't ruined. Ancient chem barrels. Okay. This is kind of cool. This is really kind of cool. Okay. Oh, there's no telling what's in these buildings. Let's go ahead and land somewhere over here then, I guess. We'll just crush all those boxes. Like that should do. Confirm landing zone. All right. One thing I want to do quickly is have a look back at that last place. Does that have a new terrain thing going on? Yeah, grav ship launch. So it is actually marked as a node location. Huh. That's legitimately cool. All right. Well, we lost one grav plate. That's sad, but certainly not the worst thing in the world. All right, you're all allowed out. Though that might not be the smartest thing to do. Gonna remove that. Right. Can I just deconstruct all of these? And will I get anything out of them? We'll find out, I guess. Ow! Who just got attacked? I'm being attacked by a crow. It flew with us because it was on one of the tiles. Oh, you scallywag. Stupid crow. Space crows. You never expect it. Okay, so down here, I want to make sure that we're not accepting rotten. Never rotten, please. Should be low priority, but it'll take anything there is. This should be normal preferred priority. Bloody space crows. Well, at least now we've got a hospital for you to go to. Yeah, and that's now treated as hospital too, so. I hope that that means that they get better healing in there. No idea, but can but hope. Oh, you were actually playing a little bit of stuff as well. All right, let's find out. If I have you deconstruct this as a priority, do I get chem fuel out of it? No. What about this? Because that one looks full, whereas the others do not. No. My sadness is immeasurable. I'm going to let you finish off that work, though, just in case. But it looks like that does not, in fact, yield goodies. Yeah, any valuable fuel leaked out long ago. It's empty and corroded. Oh. Well, that is a huge disappointment. What about these? Completely empty. Are all of them that way? It might be a case that that would just be too useful. It's graded to uselessness. Remnants of an ancient tank that was destroyed by some kind of heavy weapon. Wap wap. Nothing of particular value then. Oh. Okay. Some items to trade. What kind of wildlife is here? There are muffalos. And a megasloth, actually. Any water for fish? No, it's too frozen, sadly. We can kill this megasloth, and we can move on to the muffalo, perhaps. We'll see. Are we going to be able to save that arm? It's possible. You need to deal with that right now. It is possible with a good tend. Oh, frozen terraformer. You've detected an emergency signature of a grav core. The grav core is powering a malfunctioning ancient terraformer. Its location is marked on the world map. The terraformer is cooling the local region by dangerously low temperatures. Be prepared for cold weather and a long stay. Obtain grav cores and grav light panels. Okay, fair enough. Please be content. 78%. Okay. I think we win. I think we win only just. But we do. Yeah. We win by the slightest of margins. But that last 10 was clutch. Super clutch. Leaving the map? No. Quick, run. Trade. Run them down. You're faster than they are. Zoom, zoom. Meow. You've actually got stuff. Okay. You can take all of the gubbins that I've got that I don't care about. Do I care about the smoke launcher? I don't really. I should install this. You can have all the wake up too. Do I really care? No, I don't care that much about those. Yeah, I think that's okay. Oh. Oh, they've got 93. Okay, never mind. Then I will buy all of that then. Thank you. Oh. While talking with the trader, it learns of an ancient complex nearby that is said to contain treasure. You can break in to collect the loot inside. Be warned, these kinds of structures can contain a variety of threats, though. Oh, that worked. Somewhat well, actually. Still not sure what we're going to do with this room, but we will do something. In fact, I think I'm just going to remove that wall. Yeah. So that wall goes away. And then we're going to move the beds in there. Build a wall out here, then switch this up into something else. What? As yet uncertain. Happy Rimworld preview day. Hope it's going well. It is going well, Elron and Cat. Thank you very much, mate. Yeah, immunity developed. We are very soon going to have a new person to get a bed for. I'm allergic to changing the bedroom. Wow. Just put you there. You there. Let's get that in this location, I think we're going to draw this out. Do I want just a corridor running up here, perhaps? Okay, so this is awkward. What do I put over here? I could put an X. Oh. Well, I could actually have another generator over here. I could. I'll move these around a little bit. Reinstall this somewhere. I mean, I technically could put it there. You could throw... Yeah, nothing says get really good at skill shots like you're having to toss your metal horseshoe over the grav engine. High stakes. High stakes horseshoe pins. The best kind. Actually, we'll move this over there. Yeah. And we'll pop in a vent right here. This way the bedroom can be nice and dark. We'll build a new bed there, a new bed here, because eventually we're going to need them. Let's get that done. Then this is going to move... Ooh, okay, I'm going to have to build a new one. Never mind. But it's going to move over there. Let's try and get all of this done. Then they're going to have a specific bedroom. From that point forward, things should be a little bit better. So one of the first rooms that's now very different from the others. Excuse me. Right. Now that that's in place, we're going to break this one down. Unfortunately, we have just fueled it, but I'm not too worried about that. Alright, we've got plenty of trees around here for us to chop, which we should be doing. But of course, one of the important things is on the morrow... On the morrow, we're going to need to go get some food. Oh my god, really? Alright. Hopefully they brought in that food and they didn't just leave it outside. We'll find out. Yeah, they did, apparently. Right, you can finish that job. Right, okay. These three. Oh, can I eject? Oh, I can. Good call. All right, turn that off for now. Let's grab these three. Thank you so much for that radioactive transfer. Right. We're going to go and hunt. And what we're hunting is a mega sloth that is just down here. So, let's go. On our way, we might poke into this building. Can we go in? There's nothing there so far. Nothing here. Low cardboard box. Doesn't seem like anything worthwhile. Ancient system rack. Okay. Unidentified device. Valuable parts are missing and everything else is degraded to uselessness. Oh, okay, never mind then. Ancient display rack. Okay, not the best, but certainly not the way. Oh, exotic goods trader. Now that is something I'm excited for. Right. You need to draw back. Just unload. Fall back. Well done. Okay. You are free to go about your business. An Arctic wolf there. And traders are on this side. We're going to need to get over there relatively soon, though, in order to trade. Now. Oh. Lover of crew member Aurelia Storm. Waltz. Fair enough. No. Oh well, too late. Too late. We're mostly subsisting off hunting and only just at that. As soon as you're available, go and have a quick chat at. Okay. We are not going to be taking on any kind of animals, at least not for a while. Metal blood serum. Syringe full of rust-colored liquid that constantly hardens and liquefies. When injected into the bloodstream, the metal blood substance can harden the flesh when it anticipates a blow, making the user more resistant to damage. However, the bioferrite-based chemistry of the serum also makes the user particularly vulnerable to fire. Does that last for a long time? I forget. Sentience Catalyst. Here we go. A single-use dose of mechanite used to enhance neural pathways in animals, permanently increasing their trainability and reducing their wildness. The effect does not stack. Oh, you can't do it multiple times then. So you'd probably want to use it on something that was already quite highly trainable. I wonder, can you use this on something that is the highest level of trainable? And what would that do? What would that do? Scarless. That's quite a nice one. Sci-Trainer Word of Trust. Neural Heat Dump. Some books. Lynx's Guide to Conflict Resolution. See, a Psychic Insanity Lance is amazing. A Shock Lance is amazing. I just don't have the materials for it. Sadly, I do not have the materials for it. It would have been grand, but alas. Presently making some more clothing wherever we can. Well, that's quite a lot of food there. That'll last us a couple of days at least. Ultimately, we're probably going to take out the Arctic wolf. We might even just annoy it and let our guests take care of it, frankly. Sure. Let's get you out here. Right. First and foremost, let's slow this down. Hit them with this, and then attack. Right. Now we run. Let them attack someone else. Really? You drew it to the door? You absolute muppet. Go repair the door, please. Oh, no, never mind. Sam is going out. Sam, will you go, please, and attack? Oh, my lord. Repair. Really? Oh, go fight. That was the whole point. Oh, my lord. You can go up there. Please do. Yeah, there we go. Alright, good enough. We're done here. Right, I'm going to mark it as a hunted item because once they down it, we will immediately go and grab it. And there was no real risk to the traders. There was nothing there that would have been able to threaten them, really. I wonder if there's anything here, though, that's of value to me investigating. We'll see, I guess. I would want Glitter World mates before I try to install that pilot assistant, though. Definitely want something more powerful. Right, let's pop this down there. And whilst we're here, start building out the rest of this area. I'm likely going to move that over there, perhaps. Yeah, right here is the problem. What do I do here? I could either have just the kitchen and the butcher, but no seat. No, I wouldn't be able to because they conflict. They wouldn't both be able to take that same spot. I could move this forward a little bit, I guess, but then I'd need to also move that forward a bit, which isn't as good. Though that being said, I guess I could. Almost an airlock in a way then. And this would move in here, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really expand the freezer much at that point, but certainly not a terrible choice. Sure. Let's try and get that built. How are we doing over there? Coming along, actually. Most people are wearing parkas now. This stage, I can delete that. We'll remove that wall. I'll have the kitchen and the... the kitchen and the butcher's in here. Probably have a door leading in through there. I could keep that one if I really want to. It's no great importance to, though. Right, while all that's going down, let's eject the fuel from this. Are we just shy of steel? Oh, we are just shy of steel now. In that case, mind that vein, please. So we're kind of in the middle now of getting this sorted. Well, that being said, I guess there's a decent chunk. Well, no, I didn't get anything from deconstructing that, so I'm not really expecting to get anything from deconstructing the other things. Guild member waste problem. Ha! Okay. You'll give me Glitterworld meds, a mind screw, which does pain, I think. Yeah. Which would be useful for our guilty meme. Void Sight Serum. And all I need to do is take 138 toxic waste packs, which I don't need to do anything with. I have a special request. Someone has dumped an abundance of toxic waste packs near one of his settlements, and he's unable to safely store them. But Glitterworld meds would allow me to get the pilot installed, so I'm going to take that one. Hopefully that arrives soon. Right, waste packs arrived, and there they will stay. Pods arrived. Thank you. Quest complete. Please bring those in. Right, who is currently our best pilot? I believe piloting runs off intelligence. So it is literally going to be the person with the most intelligence. 13, 9. Then I would say Boom U is currently our pilot. In that case, health, Boom U, operations, install... Pilot assistant. Where's medical 5? You have medical 6, I believe. Yep. Should be done. Hopefully it goes well, because, you know, messing up brain surgery has a little bit more of a consequence than, I don't know, failing to amputate the right leg. Probably best that you have a nice meal. It might be the last nice meal you have. We'll soon find out, I guess. Alright, there you go. Glitter World meds, here we come. The suicidal wargs. A dominus of the Exodus Empire recently lost a scouting party to a pack of 2-man hunting wargs. He wants to draw the beast towards you to be killed, to uphold his honor. The wargs will arrive at the Event Horizon landing site after 2 hours. Honor and Mind-Numb Serum, or Beach Map of Ancient Soldiers. A map from Hien Funberium, with hundreds of small drawings of nearby Badlands. The map contains a short biography of its author, a notable teacher from Wasuwasuum. Map's previous owner appears to have been someone named Ult. The map's legend labels Black Keys as "it's here." You should enjoy this meal. It might be your last. Great bedside manner. Thank you. Thank you. Pride myself on my bedside manner, as you all know. Are the yaks likely to attack? Oh, they are not. Then I would like them to be exterminated if possible. We need... Great. Oh my god. That was with Glitter World meds, by the way. And they've now got permanent brain scarring. Well, that's what happens, I suppose. Right. He's willing to contribute once he is recovered, but will not leave voluntarily. Suffering paralytic aphasia. Well, I can't just leave him there, sadly. Plant psychically hypersensitive, abrasive, sickly. That's not great. But you got good medical. If only we'd had you earlier. Maybe things would have gone a bit differently. Okay, accept. And if you could go and rescue them. Oh, that sucked. At least they had a good meal. Oh, they're throwing it all back up. But still, that could have actually gone way worse. As terrifying as that is not the worst outcome of a botched surgery in Rimworld. Not even close to the worst. Confusion. Boom you. This happened because anesthetic. Woozy. Please go back to bed. You've got a brain trauma. Don't. No, at least you turned your head and didn't vomit on the prisoner. That would have been very rude. Issue is now Azure Storm needs to self-tend. Oh god damn it. Ah! How's his intelligence now? Probably a lot lower than it was before. Well, no, it wouldn't have affected that. But... And there's a solar flare. Some days you're just kind of like, why does life hate me so much? What did I do? And you don't know what you did. You just don't know. And there are visitors here as well to marvel at the terrible spiral that we're experiencing in our colony at the moment. Boom, you please go to bed. And there's now a psychic drone. Wow. When it rains, it pours, eh? When it rains, it pours. We are getting used to the med bay at least, yeah. Umu is no longer confused. That's great. Go back to bed. It is going to be such a pain to get that. Oh, no. Are you still with us? You are, but only just. There have been better days. Many, many better days. Right, there we go. We want this to be -10 now. We'll pull this one down. There we are. And once this is built out, then we will have the area for our kitchen. I'm going to need to move a table in there, though. But oh well. On that note, once the yaks have been butchered, I will most likely go ahead and let's move this around. Most likely, just put some basic tables, some 2x1s, and have some seats across them. Okay, what's up? Low psychic drone. Yeah, I know, it's rough. The problem is, I think a lot of my peeps are actually quite psychically sensitive. Do I allow workers to wear tinfoil helmets? I don't. Could you go and wear one? Because you're extremely sensitive to this. There you go. That should help. Yeah, it's half the impact now. What a trooper. Brain damage and you're straight back to work. God, that sucks though. Your consciousness is now permanently low. That is going to affect everything you do. That was no small loss. That was a truly egregious failure that we are going to be feeling for a long time. That squirrel needs to die. Yeah, all of the DLCs are on. Alright, let's reinstall this over here. Put that aside. Critical major break risk. Well, okay, you've just come out of your break. I'm surprised that you haven't had catharsis. Yeah, you're getting it though, so that should be fine. Definitely don't need you bringing over the toxic waste packs. Things felt like they were going well for a little bit, but that was honestly the botched brain surgery was the real kicker. Like I said, that's going to be something we feel for a while moving forward. It's going to take us a long time to sort that out. An awfully long time. Switch that down there. And then I'll place a table over here. Aavak, get a healer mech stim pack. I mean, don't mistake my statement that it was a rough thing that's going to take us, that we're going to feel for a long time, as me not understanding how to fix it. It's me understanding how to fix it and how expensive and thus how long it's going to take to get the tools to fix it. I didn't say that it was a permanent issue. I kind of assumed that by saying that we're going to feel it for a long time, that rather than we're going to feel it forever, that implied that I understood how to fix it. It's going to take us a good long time. Like, and realistically, a mech serum, not the best use for Boomu, because Boomu has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it'll start with the worst ones and then work up, but all of these are doing what? 1, 0.4, 1.2. This is a 2, so it'll fix this one first. This is the worst scar. At the very least, I think it goes on the raw damage, so the bite scar 2.0, rather than the amount of health off the body part it's taking, because if it were the amount of health off the whole body part, then it would probably prioritize fixing the 1.2 stab scar here, because it's 1.2 of 10 versus 2 of 30. But this would take an enormous amount of wealth, like absolute staggering amounts of wealth, in order to fix via just buying mech serums. That's not the way to fix this. The way to fix this is to get a leathery stranger with the unnatural healing ability. If you, because the leathery stranger can fix anything. Either that, or you get genes, so a gene pack which would give scarless, so their scars would remove. A bio sculptor would also be an option. However, a much more likely option for us, since it would likely just drop out of a certain quest, and you get the quest relatively frequently, would be if someone offered us a Resurrector mech serum, and then we we proactively put Boomu into a state of being whereby resurrection was now a relevant fix for their immediate problems. Sanguiphage would fix it as well. Yeah, sanguiphages would naturally heal through it. Yeah. Take care, Citria. You have a good one. But there are options. There are options. It's just, it isn't as simple as like, oh, just get this serum. Bish, bash, bosh. Done. Very much not that simple. Are you still bringing those over? Why would you be? Clear all. I'm not sure if would chronophagy work on that? I know chronophagy reduces age, but does it get rid of a senescence related illnesses? So like Alzheimer's and the like. How many bricks have we got? We've got a lot of granite. Okay, I'll granite 1 by 2 then, and then move this chair over here. We're going to have quite a lot of things to move around. Still need to do a bit of mining first. It can heal everything but lost limbs. Oh, really? Okay. Okay. Lucy, easiest, most abundant option. I mean, to be fair, the amount of times that I've encouraged other streamers to just accept the devil's bargain, that Lucy isn't the enemy that everyone makes Lucy out to be. Lucy is a savior. Yeah, no, that is legitimately an option, actually. It's a more extreme option, I will say. Like once you've taken that bargain, you can't untake it. And so I'm hesitant to jump straight for that, but you are right. Really. Alright. When can we jump again? You can already jump. Okay, they're a problem. They're quite the problem. Got lots of buildings to hide out in, but... Pistols... They greatly have better gear than us. Greatly. We haven't even finished all of this yet. All right, so I think we just leave here. I don't see any real reason to stay and deal with this when we can simply go whop and jump down there. I was expecting this zone to be more interesting, and I suspect there is a lot more to see here. Or at least I would hope so. But there is also the possibility that literally every room in every place here is just empty. So the question becomes, do we fight or do we leave? Would it be valid to put turrets on platforms around the ship? I guess so. That might work, actually, yeah. You could possibly stick turrets on starship structure. Take care, Lando. Claytor says fight. Very well, Claytor. Let's fight then. We are how many days in so far? 43 days, and there's only 4 of us, almost 5 of us, but only really 4. We're gonna go up and around. If we can. We can. I like it. Okay. Whoop. Right. Pop you out here. Want to try and get a couple of shots off nearby. You go hold the door. Drawing their attention. You are. Okay, time for you to get back in. Come on. Draw them to us where possible. Draw back. Let them approach. No? Okay. You're going up and around, which is kind of good. If you move on, then we can rush you. No. Okay, let's move up. Right, they're beginning their assault. A couple of shots in. Okay, duck back. Let them approach. We are absolutely going to just try and harry them. As for the rest of the ship, though, going to lock that down. There's a lot of people in there that can't do anything. Pop up. Good hit. Move down. We need to get them a couple of times. Can we get up there? You're taking a shot. Good shot. Duck back. Oh, they're just going through the side. God damn it. Of course they are. That kind of sucks. Let's head up through this door. Ooh, who got hit? Oh, really? They managed to peg you? Damn. All right. Let's pop out around here. Go, go, go. Get out in the open. Fall back. Well done. Ooh, you got a big hit there. Leg. You're generally fine, though. I'm breaking my cooler. Okay, let's get down. Now, are you any good with shooting? Not really, but I would rather you have that right now than the mace. So you go ahead and equip. Right, let's move on. Yeah, they'll probably break up a couple of things. And it sucks, but there's not a lot I can do about it. Move up. Go back. Psychic Soothe. Nice. Good timing. I approve. I'm gonna lose my food, aren't I? Yeah. That really sucks. But there's nothing I can do about it right now. Move up. Engage. Ouch. They're just out in the open right now, just taking a face full of firepower. Draw in. Ah, damn it, Azura. At this point, I've grown a little bit too used to combat extended, honestly. Where combat is significantly more lethal in every way. Really? Now you're running? You took so much firepower before that happened. Right, okay. Stun though. Let's get everything. Try and put out all the fires that we can. As quickly as you can. Go, go, go. Will someone rescue our doctor? And our food? Right. Gonna need you to quickly tend Azura. Yeah, we lost a bunch of food there. Let's have a look at you. Yeah, we've got a load of people who need to be tended. Azure is up and about. Wow. What a doctor. Immediately getting out there and taking care of people. Fantabulous. Right. Porcupine, yeah, sure. Porcupine probably did a bit of damage to them as well. Let's get all of this brought in. You are dead in 3 hours. There is nothing that I'm going to try and do to stop it. I'm going to be honest. Okay. We're probably going to be okay from that. We will see, of course, but... Medical emergency. You should be okay. It was mostly the blood loss that was the risk there. Good lord, that was just messy. Everything about that was a mess. However, we have got some big upgrades as far as weapons go. Two, 3, 4. I'm just gonna leave them out there to be to decay. That is not the kind of colony this is. We're guilty of many things, but Let's not keep human corpses in here, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we actually need one more. Guilty of many things, but we won't add that to the list. Ideally. No, not emergency human food. Our colonists would have to be literally on the brink of death to be willing to do that. And if that happened, then maybe we would change the ideology after a while. But again, that it has to happen in story for it to be made a part of it. The way I play it. It's rather late for me, so I'm going to head off to bed now. Have a wonderful rest of the stream, Aavak. Oh, thank you very much. The stream is probably going to be going for about another 20 minutes, and then going to be wrapping things up there. Now, thankfully, the weather is incredibly cold, so we're actually doing all right in terms of, even though our cooler got destroyed, it's not really hurting us right now. That could have been significantly worse. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this one should be set up correct. Yeah. Really, a party? You know what? Sure. You can have a party if you want one. A masterwork table? Apparently, they're inspired by the pain. Well done, you. But that is going to require an awful lot of work. I'm not sure that we're going to be in a position where we can take on whatever's in those crypto sleep caskets at this point. That might be asking for a lot. All right, let's get those peeps buried. There we go. You're just resting it up. Surprisingly, that little hospital we've got is actually doing some pretty solid work. Okay. You detect a massive GravTech energy reading indicating that the mech hives is hidden somewhere in orbit. If you could find it, you could shut it down or make use of its power. Mech hives are production and control platforms that birth mechanoids and coordinate their actions around the planet. They're powered by a persona core. Collect more gravship technology to track down the mech hive's location. Noted. New quest. A novice of the Exodus Empire is fleeing a troubling political situation and wants to hide out at the Event Horizon landing site for 16 days. Enemies have hired Lithero Firehome to hunt her down. There will be a raid of roughly this size. 1 Berserker, 3 Hunters, and 1 Penitent. Yeah, keeping their mood up is the hard part there. If I'm honest. That's the bit that would be tricky. The rest... I mean, I could probably manage the rest, but that part would legitimately be tricky. We've almost got you recruited at this stage. I'm going to break that one down. Put another dining table... dining chair there. This is just going to be a cramped little area, but they're just going to have to live with it. Right, we are now out of food, which sucks. Is there anything left on this map for us to kill? There is a hare. That is not good enough. All right. Well, we've at least got the grav ship ready to take off, so we can move. And we have got fuel. We've got fuel for days. That part's not the problem. Actually, what was I going to do? Thinking about it, I was going to have it the other way around so that the door would go on this side. So let me just rejig that. A little bit of wasted steel there, but it's not the worst. Not the end of the world. By a long shot. Right, reinstall this there. Right, are we ready to move? I think we might be. Is there any reason to quickly have a run around this place? Boom you. We need to go on and explore. What the heck? It's a wasp. Ah, poop. Run away. No. Why? Why? Why did I decide to have a look around? What the on earth are these things? Everything about that decision was bad. Okay. Yeah, sure. Storm is. Oh, okay, you're gonna need to come down here as well. Death by wasp. Yeah, that's not good. Apparently, this place had things. Open the door. Shoot at the wasps. Pew pew. Until they die. Or until we die, I guess. A dead body of a wasp. Okay. Oh, crap. You don't have a weapon. Oh, that's unfortunate. Go and grab the shotgun, please. Please help me. By killing all of the things. Well done. You are not the one to be tanking, really. Okay, you've won. Well done. We need to rescue our friend. What the heck were these things? Okay, so there is more stuff going on here. But we're still out of food. No, Boom, you died! To be honest, Boom, you were on the way out. But you died with an excellent tinfoil helmet. Oh, you know what the other worst thing was? You had the tinfoil helmet while the psychic soothe was happening. No, Boom, you. Boom, you! Yeah, this place has been a bad time for us. It really has. On so many levels. Just, oh, you weren't available to take care. Yeah, you were just stood there. Oh, my lord. Well, that's how it goes sometimes, I guess. My doctor was basically just standing by. Fairly well, Boom you. And now Flash Storm, just, you know, to add insult to injury. I don't need any more trees chopped, so you can cancel those orders. You can finish this one since you started. There we go. What are you carrying in? Oh, right, you take care of that. Could you instead bury Boom you? Sleep well, Boom you. And now the hair is self-tamed. Genuinely is adding insult to injury at this point. Yeah, the thing with Boom you is Boom you was not capable of combat, so it really was the worst person to get into that situation because they couldn't even try to fight their way out. All right. We might be able to replace them, but everyone is hungry. And this map does not have food on it. No doubt you're actually going to be quite difficult to bring on board as well. I need a Jura Storm to go and... The problem is that it will... Yeah. Okay. Well, that is not great. That is really not great, actually. And you are in no state to stand up, so... Oh, wow, you're just gonna shoot them? Just don't smash, please. They're an impet. They're weak. They should go down in just a couple of blows. I hope. But you also have been through the grinder recently, so I really don't know which way this is going to turn out. Which one of you has the better melee skill? You do. But not by a huge amount. This might actually be where it goes south. And the other big... Yeah, no, it is. Damn it. We needed them to replace Boomyu. Wow. And you won't help, and no one else can help. So Azure Storm's just going to try and drag themselves to a bed. Meanwhile, all of the doors are open. And so everyone's going to get messed up from the low temperatures. Like, they can't get out of there. So they're going to be dealing with hypothermia now. When it decides to go sideways, it really does decide to go sideways. You can place turrets on a ship substructure, but if it explodes, it does more damage than the grav ship walls can take, which would be particularly bad in space. Oh, okay. Thanks, Wolf. Right, you're no longer incapable of walking, so can you hold this here and thus close that door? Thank you. That is fantastic. Right, gonna need you... You can't do that work. I might... Well... Literally comes down to Azure Storm being able to heal through this at this point. So we're just basically waiting on them. But the problem here is that they're constantly getting worse off malnourishment. So actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to tell you to cook, even though you have 0 skill in it. This is gonna be rough. Everyone needs a meal. A hare is going to feed no one. Boomyu is our pilot. Honestly, it kind of went sideways when we took a chance on the brain surgery. I had no idea it was going to spiral that aggressively, but they were an important colonist, and I did have a relatively low-skilled surgeon try to do brain surgery. Well, do we not even have enough to make a basic simple meal? No, I don't think we do. Can you... Azure Storm is going to die unless I can get them up. And I know this is kind of awful, but can you... You can't feed them. Is someone else going for the food? Yes, it would be you. If they can eat, then they might get up. We'll see. I just need to get rid of the malnutrition. Right. Are there any rabbits nearby? One there. There's a mink just up here. At this point, it's tempting to just try and fly the ship anywhere. But I'm worried that trying to fly at this point would just end up spiraling things worse. You need medical treatment. Can you treat yourself yet? No. Everyone needs medical treatment, more or less, at this point. No, this area is too cold for us to be able to harvest anything, really. I didn't see any wild berries or heal roots when I did my first scan of the map. That's not to say there wasn't it there. I'm checking now, but I still don't see any. There's a little bit of heal root there, actually. Sadly can't eat that. Oh, no, actually, some of the berry bushes are ready to harvest. Calling me surprised. I don't know if we'll get the berries off them, though. We can always see, though. Oh, you're just trying to rest. Oh, yeah. All right. Wrong person to try. Let's see if you can do it. But that was a good call. Good suggestion. Oh yeah, you got some berries. Go ahead and eat them. We might be able to get back just by harvesting the dregs of the berries that we can find out and about. Haul those in. No longer incapable of walking. You're up. Okay, maybe that was enough. Muscle parasites in no great position for you, but really, you were almost finished. Yeah, and they're leaving straight away because it's so cold. Doesn't surprise me. Actually, it doesn't surprise me one bit. The worst part about this is that if we'd been able to convert, like, that prisoner was right on the edge of conversion. Sorry, we'd already converted them. They were right on the edge of recruitment. Right on the edge of recruitment. But because it was Boomu that died, oh, now we're being attacked with the birds again. And there's nothing we can do against this group. If the traders had been here before, then maybe. But at this stage, I don't think so. Well, you fully healed, just in time to not be able to do anything. All right, at this point, I think we have to bounce. But going here is no longer really an option. And we only had 4 days on it anyway. That's unfortunate, but this is going to be supremely bad, but we can at least now try. We've got a dry lake, wetland, wild psychoid plants, ancient uplink. This area contains an uplink used for communication with a low orbit satellite. Hacking the uplink will reveal a hidden location in orbit. Chem fuel stockpile. Basin caves, increased plant life, wetland. Increased plant life seems good. Yeah. We're going to bail. We're not going to mess around with those. Why is only only 3 of the thrusters firing? Pollution is increased. Oh, am I leaving pollution behind myself? Oh, wait, no. Never mind. I know what that was. Oops. Aavak is innocent of this crime. This is a cool map. Can I land on the bay? Would I squish the bay? Let us find out if bay goes squish. Bay did go squish. There's a warg outside. I feel that that will not end well for me. Bear did not squish into food, sadly, no. I was very much hoping it would, but it did not. Okay. What are you currently equipped with? Pistol. There is no version of events where we take down a warg, but there might be some where we take on these deer. Either way, we need the food. Fighting near the warg makes me very nervous, but what else can I do, you know? Kill them. Hunt. Do you think? No, don't eat the... I swear. I swear. Stop this nonsense right now. Thank you. And now, cook it. No. It's so frustrating trying to juggle them like this. Which one of you is better cook? Actually, you are the better at cooking. Go forth. Begin the cook. Oh, no. Wait. Cargo pods. Okay. Wolverine. Not messing with a Wolverine. Choose life. Cook this meal. for greedy ballsman. There we go. Greedy ballsman, food. Then please cook another meal. Really? There's 10 food there. Apparently no. Are you malnourished? Yes. I'm gonna need you two to come out here. We desperately need to stop our doctor from dying. Well done. Right. Butcher the buck. Cook the meat. And if we're very, very lucky, we're not going to lose our doctor. No, what are you doing? Why are you made of dumb? There we go. Oof. Hey, Miss Minnie. How you doing? Oh, gotta go back. Take care. Must have missed it when you dropped in. Sorry about that. Elofina, Hito rather, thank you very much for the 88 months. And Blessed Exchequer, thank you also for the 55 months. Right, you're dazed. That doesn't surprise me, but I think you may have done enough to get us through the worst of this. Why? We're definitely at the point where everyone is trying to end their miserable existence. Yes. Our medic is no longer incapable of walking. Praise be. Cook some things, please, because you're also the best cook. Some said your cooking bill is set to 1. Yeah, the simple meal, yes. But they should only do this one. Okay, so they don't get to do a bulk meal if their skill in cooking is less than 5. Because less than that, they've got a chance of cooking a food poisoned meal. And if they're cooking a stack of meals, all of the meals will be food poisoned as a consequence. So I only allow bulk meals to be cooked by people with a high enough skill that it's relatively unlikely that they're going to introduce food poisoning, at least if they're in a clean kitchen. Okay. Well, Azure Storm immediately is getting to work, taking care of people. Very good, very good, very good. We are sans a tailor again, now the boom u's gone. That sucks. But we can make this work. Right. For the time being, we take those jobs away. As long as Azure Storm is alive, and we might be able to recover. I can do a little bit of spot of fishing as well if I really want to, but I'm hoping I won't have to. We're out of food again. Azura, I'm going to need you to grab a Oh, you know what? We actually left the mace at the last place as well, I think. Oh, that's a shame. I would love it if you weren't wandering aimlessly outside while there was a warg out there. Not gonna lie, that would be great. I'm curious, is it possible to make nutrient paste so bad that you would get food poisoning? No. No, it's literally impossible. Nutrient paste is completely free of food poisoning at all time. Do we want to take on a bear for a big payday of food? Question. Bear decided to go for someone else. Critical risk. Yeah, I'm sure it is. But we need this food. Slow it. Go back. Nice. Very nice indeed. Okay. No, don't feed the grizzly. Oh my god. Prioritize chopping it up. Maple Rin, how you doing? Welcome back on in 31 months a sub. That is incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much for the support. Are we there yet? We may never be there. Certainly not if my characters continue to be this idiotic. We won't be. Right. Please go and cook. This is 8 meals worth. Right. Wildborn, get inside. Grab a meal. Or 3 or 40. I'm sure Storm might actually break from this, but as long as you can finish these meals, then we are in a much better place than we were before. Ah, okay. Greedy Ballsman, how you doing? You're recovering. Yeah, those wasps. Damn. Now, interestingly, the wasp drones, I believe we can actually get them ourselves. We can also get like hunter seeker drones, like basically backpack drone deployments, which, as one might imagine, be quite good. Right, let's try and get all of this moved around. There we go. I want another one of you. Right there. And one of you. Okay. Well, we were certainly in a better position a little while ago, but this isn't the worst position to find ourselves in. We'll turn this off for a little bit. We don't need that extra power, I don't think. The good old fell asleep to an Aavak stream, woke up to an Aavak stream. Been enjoying the DLC? Yes, actually, a lot. Though things went very, very south for us just now. It definitely took a sudden and grave turn. But as bad of a turn as it was, getting the guns from that raid may well be the thing that will allow us to sustain this colony. How are you doing? Oh, you're getting through this now. Good, 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 good. And you're not that far off getting the total tens for the muscle parasites as well. A shotgun is a massive improvement for our hunting. We might even be able to take on the buffalo as well. Gonna need you to get up though. I'm so sorry, but you're the best cook. There we go. Going to that urban area with less animals was it was a calculated risk, but my numbers were off. Let's put it that way. When we are so heavily reliant on the availability of wildlife to sustain ourselves, that was a tall order. And we'd just accepted Rabbi, so we were also struggling with that. You know, we had extra mouths to feed. It was not great. That's a moose. Don't mess with the moose. Not unless we are prepared for shenanigans. Wait, did you get early access? Yeah. Yeah, I've had it for a couple of days. Though, this is the first time I've really dived into it because I wanted to save the experience for once the embargo dropped. Though I will confess that my curiosity was far too high for me to not poke my nose in a little bit and have a look at some of the stuff. Devil owes me rent. Thank you so much for the 43 months, mate. Diolch yn fawr. There we go. We are now getting up to decent stacks of food once again. Are you fully? You are fully healed. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so yeah, things were rough. And the big problem that we are kind of faced with is that Wildborn is the counselor and can't counsel themselves. Big sad. Oh, I could have been using Preach Health. Oh, what a silly I am. Let's have a look at you. We'll try and convert you when we have an opportunity later. Yeah, no. With such a low social score, that is never going to work. I'll need to arrest them once we've recruited them and then have them be converted in prison, I'm afraid. For now, though, we're going to try and bring in as much food as we can. Azure Storm will cook up to 100. Have we got any obvious? Yeah, we've got a little bit of steel over there. That wouldn't be terrible. Got a little bit of components down here, though. That's right next to a warg, which is rough. For the time being, I think we avoid pushing things there. We are also going to need some trees, and we don't have much in the way of those. So how was it so far? Did you do the spacer start? Yeah, I did the spacer start, yeah. Well, not the spacer start. We aren't the spacer xenotype, the starjacks. But we did do the grav ship start, if that's what you were asking. And I'm really enjoying it. It's a very different way of playing Rimworld. I'm really liking the kind of nomadic feel of it. Though I've noticed that there were memes for being nomadic, and I wonder how they would apply to just typical caravans versus having a grav ship. Right, we're almost done bringing in all of the deer. At that point, the warg might start hunting us, which is a concern. We could possibly just do a bit of mining here. But there's enough predators around that I'm a bit concerned with that. Yeah, I did come here for the enhanced plant life, and I've really not seen much of it. But I think perhaps that was... Oh, really? That's rough. But I think perhaps part of that was because there wasn't much land, or rather there isn't much land for plant life to grow on, so... I'm just going to let you eat your feelings. You did lose your fiancé to botched brain surgery. What a way to go. But we're almost back to the amount of meals that we had in the very, very beginning with our packaged survival meals and 3 people. We've got like 3.2 people and about 2 less meals than we had at the start of this run. But our ground ship is significantly bigger for what that matters. Oh, I should also turn this back on, thinking about it. I let that bleed the batteries down a little bit, didn't I? That's good. And the catharsis should boost you up a little bit. Chemical starvation isn't helping. You failed to convert Arabi. That does suck. And it's something that we can work on, hopefully. Right, how much more wildlife do we have? Got a bunch of yaks now. Ooh, okay. The muffler are all gone, but definitely worth... Uh-oh. Knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Knew it. Okay. Not the worst. Move. Right. Once. Slow. And you're going to need to use that a lot. Because a warg even slowed is stupidly fast compared to us. Okay, never mind, never mind. Move in. Finish it off, please. Well done. I know, big sad owls. But I was completely okay with letting you live. You're the one that decided to attack us, remember? We've got an ancient stockpile. Energy signal of Gravcore. The signal originates from an ancient underground stockpile. The location is marked on the world map. We've got all of these cool places to go to, but now way too few people to risk going to them. For now, anyway. I will set up some harvesting, though. Because there are some plants. Lots of heal root that we can get. But yeah, my hope is to make sure that we got ample food. Ample food. Maybe I'm going to change this to do until we've got 50. Unpause at 40. And I want this to be do until we have 100 meat. Unpause when it's less than 50. And then we'll just store the corpses, because the corpses contribute significantly less to our wealth than the meat or the leather or the food, the meals do. So it's generally much better for you to have the corpses there than to have the meals that the corpses turn into. having the corpses still means you can make the meals when you're ready, but okay. Back in we go. Sorry, Cougar, but no. Oh, crap. All right. Run! Keep running! No, run! Why are you so dumb? Oh my god. For a moment, things were going well. You need to kill it now. Right now. Well. Again, things were going well for a little bit. You've got maybe enough if you're just running a straight line for me to get Greedy Ballsman over here to help out. I need to slow on hit them there. Run around it. Perfect. And that's how simple it would have been. So, the only person who was good at researching is gone. The only person who was good at construction is gone. That is going to hurt. I had considered trying to simply go out and kill all of the predators, but elected not to, since I figured we'd already done... Well, why did you go... Oh, you probably went back to get the last tiny little bit. I figured, it's fine. Generally speaking, there's enough other wildlife on the map for them to go for that instead, but... I guess when it came to moose or bears, we were far more tasty. Had I realized that Wildborn was out, then I probably wouldn't have simply run Azura straight back in and left it at that, but alas, here we are. Thank you, Randy. I appreciate it. Back down to 3 colonists, and one of them in bed forever. And now that we don't have anyone who's particularly good at constructing, there is a bunch of stuff that I can't do. Yeah, 2.5 colonists. It's pretty much closer to the mark there. Rest well. Now, it's an interesting situation because every time we bounce to another location, we basically leave behind the graves. And until the last area, that was fine. But not quite as easy now. Right. Expected quality. Yeah, we don't have a moral guide present, so it's just going to be a case of someone says the right thing. Or rather just says what they can rather than knowing what to say. Hopefully they do say the right thing. It's a lackluster eulogy. Oh well. Everyone participating gets -1 mood for 6 days. Your last act on this Rimworld was to give everyone the sads. Well. And all right. How many are you sending? Back down to 2. Well, might actually want to try and grab them. They'll prepare for a while and then attack. We're gonna do what we can. Because we clearly need to increase our numbers. Right, they're moving. That shotgun should help. Right, you take up position. Junk. Pop. Perfect. Now them. Perfect. Right, let's have a look. 14 hours. 6 hours. We've got a stab scar. Right hand, wooden hand. Probably not the one we're going to be taking then. Plants crafting. Intellectual. Ooh. Oh, okay. Though, someone who would be decent in combat might be better for us. Good cooking. And some crafting. I think it may be you. Despite the wooden hand. We don't have enough beds for both. That being said, we can always make a second bed and try and keep... No, one is going to be hard enough. So, you are the lucky so-and-so who gets captured. And you are going to be stripped of your things. We're the good guys. I just need everyone to remember that. We are totally the good guys. We need both, but we have no one with any good social. So even slight amounts of wardening is going to be incredibly hard. Like, Azura can't even warden. We're not getting both. Just not. There's no way. That does not happen for us. I do appreciate what you're saying, though, that, you know, we do need more people. We desperately do. But it's not happening. And it's going to be a case of, like, clan folk in a desire to save all of the chickens and all of the sheep. You end up, you know, trying to keep them far longer than you should have, where you should have just made the call to cull the herd early so that the food you had would last all winter for those that survived. But instead, you try and push it and have everything. And so when you inevitably have to make that same decision of culling the herd, it's now too late because the food you've got left at that point isn't enough to even keep the few animals you do decide to try and keep through the rest of the winter. Sometimes you just have to make the call early that you cannot sustain it. It's a pain, but it is unfortunately what it is. Right, we will try and convert you straight away. Resistance is 25. Will is 21. Just see if your ideology... you're nimble, which is actually solid. Alright, this could certainly be a worse situation for us, but not by much. Right, we'll make a bunch more meals. Now, how long until we can move again? Oh, we can already move, actually. Well, let's bury them before we leave. Again, we are technically the good guys. Shut up. If we tried to save them, then we would have lost both. We had to make the call. The call was made. And now we have an extra thing to feel guilty about forever. Why is it asking for a shameful wreck? Oh. Well, I would have thought that I would have needed the shameful rector only if I had 3 people of my ideology. Right, in terms of wildlife, we've got muffaloes again, we've got ibex again. This isn't the worst place to sit. But I fancy we probably do need to make a move. I might linger until the next event shows up. Oh god, it's going to take us an age to get you down. Oh. Let's have a look at the quests. Hidden structure keeper, a bounty, hunting work site, ancient stockpile, frozen terraformer, mechanoid relay. We really can't. I don't think we want to sit still over long. But for as long as there is ample food on the map in the form of hunting, and for as long as there are no immediate dire threats, then I think this is okay. What we really, really desperately need is someone who's good at constructing, and that is not something we have. And that is going to really suck. Can I not? I want to try and get you clothed. Actually, no, you've got everything you need. It's saying tattered apparel. Yeah, actually, most of your stuff is complete garbage at this point. Right, strip them down then. And then... Can I not... get you clothing? I was certain that it was now possible to dress people. Oh yeah, there we are. Force target to wear. So, force target to wear the cloth button-down shirt. Force target to wear the blue fur duster. And we'll get them some pants as well. And then force target to wear cloth pants. That is so cool, by the way. That is huge. No, I'm quite fine with being in a cold climate because A, it discourages raids, and B, it encourages us to get... Ooh, what are you getting over here? Forsaken Travelers. But it also encourages certain types of animals onto the map. Like there's a smaller pool of animals we'll draw from, and the ones that will show up tend to be fairly good eating. They say they were banished from their town due to a moral disagreement. They beg you for permission to stay at the Event Horizon site for 18 days so they can rest and regroup. In return, they offer to work and fight for free during that time. If you make them happy, some of them may offer to join you. Well, I mean, we're not going to turn them down, so sure. Alright, Forsaken Travelers, refugees arrive. 2 people. A child and Are they related? No. They are... They're acquaintances at the very least. Okay. Interesting, very interesting. Now this can of course turn quite south. Oh. What's happened there? Where are you off to? Now let's get you set up for work. None of you are doctors, so let's avoid that. You maybe can do a little bit of doctoring though. Actually, we're going to need some childcare. Even if it's extremely low skill. You can handle, that's good. You can cook-ish. Oh, it's a child, of course. That's pretty much all they can do. Wow, you can tailor. Okay. Well, that's absolutely alright. You're not going to be hunting. Do a little bit of constructing, maybe. Well, no, just those, I think. As for you, handling is your primary. You can also join in on the hunting. Construction on a 4, maybe. Plant cutting on a 3, sure. Mining on a 4. Crafting on a 3. How many development points does our Idealition have right now? We are almost at the point where we can develop it further. But we might need a school, yeah, which is a bit of a potch. Because there is no way that we have the means to build room enough for a school. Actually, that said. Oh, that said. Maybe we do. It's not going to be much of a school, but it will be a school. Oh, it'll barely be a school. Okay, let me do that differently then. I am not at all sure that we have... Oh, no, we do. We have the means to do that. School is cool, yeah. I know exactly. Eclipse, major break risk. You should not be working. You're a child. You definitely should be over here by that cougar. Get home. There we go. What do you mean it's rotted away in storage? Oh, good lord. Why is that set to 21C? Muscle parasites. Great. Oh, well. No one is any good at wardening, so everyone's going to have the same priority. If you can talk, then it's a high priority that you take care of our prisoners. I'm trying to lean into the meme. I feel that with the guilty meme, that would very much be the way that they would approach it. Why are you in serious pain? Stab skull. Actually, yeah, that is a huge amount of pain. Well, at least they dug up a raider rather than wildborn. The adults can clean up the corpse when they wake up. Or not. They don't need to. I literally watched them shooting over the sleeping buffalo there, and I just had my life flash before my eyes. Thought that was it. Please don't shoot the warg. Wild firing everywhere. I am shocked that we aren't all dead. Very happy, but... I'd also massively appreciate if someone would bury the corpse. Not eat their breakfast on its chest. That is definitely not what I want to see happening. A bullet's based on the path, not the target. I'm not really sure. I'm going to be honest. Not really sure. Oh, on that note, have we updated the zones yet? Okay, no longer a corpse obsession, but something was just getting chomped on. Ah. The timber wolf got chomped on by a warg. Probably want to remove the warg if I'm honest. We are likely going to have to remove the warg. Let's have a look. 66 to 62. That's not actually that bad. All right. So, as it stands, we've gone through trials and tribulations. We've had highs, we've had lows. We are currently in a... We're rising out of a valley. Whether this is going to, you know, last the distance and we're going to climb out of the valley up onto the steep hills and towards the mountains, I don't know. But we are in a reasonable position, I feel. A few items to trade. I will definitely trade with you. I don't see a reason to leave this area just yet. I think hanging out here for a while makes sense, at least until we start getting some threats. We've already lost the opportunity to make use of the quests that I was really interested in. So, for the time being, we're just going to do our best with what we've got. We are definitely going to sell on any poor or ratty items. Also, the bows can go 100%. I am probably not going to be buying the packaged survival meals. That doesn't seem necessary. Sure, I'll sell that off too. I'm not going to sell off our prisoner. That would be wrong. And we are good people. We are the good guys. I may purchase... just one. Well, no, I can get them all. I've got silver for it, I suppose. And I could pick up all of those components. You know what? Sure. Because this will lead to rumors. Potentially. Apparently not. No rumors this time. Though they might give us rumors on their way out. Oh, look. Training. We've built them a little school, and the two are now having an opportunity to learn. Rabbi is honestly, this is a pretty rough place for them to be. I'm so sorry for you. My lord. You got 21 more days of your paralytic abasia. It is not great. Not great. But I'm afraid that's pretty much where we're going to be wrapping the stream up for tonight. We've made it to 7.5 hours. Not my usual like 10-hour stream, but I'm getting back to things little by little, one foot in front of the other, etc, etc. You can expect more streams of Rimworld in the near future. I really want to explore the DLC at length, so and thank you so very much to the very friendly Ghost in Chat who just gave out 2 gift subs. That's really kind of you. Thank you. But that's going to be it for tonight. I think our ship is doing quite well, actually, considering. Obviously, I hope we can take it further, but we will have to see what Randy has in store for us. Can't see... Well, we're probably going to extend it out in the back, I think, is the most likely direction that we move this in. But as things sit, I am having an enormous amount of fun with the DLC. I really, really appreciate the more nomadic style of playing. And the wasps hit harder than I was expecting. So I'm going to bear that in mind for the future. But if you've got a little bit of Twitch watching left in you, then hang tight and I will find someone to raid. But if that is it for you, or you're watching these over on Aavak After Hours, I hope you're enjoying, and I hope to see you in the next stream. Until next time, take care, everyone.